This is About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills, author, speaker, and entrepreneur. Sit back and enjoy.
Greetings, fam. Today I'm going to talk about the beauty industry. Now, you know what? Here's the thing. We're talking about all this stuff to go into, right? All this stuff that we can go into because of the coming automation, because of the retail apocalypse and all of that, right? But you know what? The other day I was walking in the mall, just doing some Christmas shopping with my sons with, oh my God, the growing feet. Good Lord. Shit, I got to do a Facebook post about that. But check it out, right? I'm walking back, you got a lot of stores that are empty, and a lot of, the bigger stores don't hardly have any people in it, and, the kiosk people, they just sitting there playing on their phone. In fact, sometimes, every time I come in there, you got some people at the kiosk just sitting at their phone. All right? There are like maybe, I'd say the shops in there that stay the busiest, and even in the department stores at my local mall, are like the beauty counters, and then you have a nail place, a nail and pedicure place, a couple of them, and they stay crowded. Seriously, they stay crowded. Here's the thing about the beauty industry. So far, no one has figured out how to automate that so far. And even if they did, a lot of the beauty industry, if you really look at it, is as much a social thing as it is a functional thing. Like, you sitting there, you got somebody doing your nails and stuff, that, they having a conversation with you. Or you got somebody touching your feet, giving you that pedicure. Shoot, that's an intimate thing. They up there scrubbing dead skin off your crusty ass feet. Shoot, that's a personal thing. You might not want a robot. Or, I stopped in this place is called Salon Suites, and it was an interesting place because they had individual suites, and you had basically independent business people in there, like hairstylists and whatever, who they were basically renting out space, right? And I was just looking in there because sometimes I stop in some place that has nothing to do with any service I use just to check it out. This is what I do for y'all, right? And they staying crowded. And that's the thing to remember about the beauty industry. Women especially, and increasingly men, want to look good. That's not going to change. I don't care how many robots take a job, or putting together cars, or even serving you food at some fast food place. Everybody wants to look good because really the base of that is just the human drive for reproduction. Now, so people want to look good for that. When women shoot, no matter what, they want to look good. They don't care about any robots. Shoot, they want to look good. So you know what? They're going to still have hairdressers and cosmetologists, still have manicurists and pedicurists, skincare specialists. Shoot, and increasingly massage therapists. Just to relax them. Those personalized type of businesses to make us look and feel better. And that's good shit. That's something. In fact, I've known a few women who, especially, and some guys. I'll get into the guys in a second, but I know some women who had the corporate type of jobs, and they were like, "Screw this. Let me learn how to do micro braids and something." In fact, just braiding hair, there was a big deal, especially in some states, because you had black women who were braiding hair without a license. And you had some legal people get involved in that one because they said, they're not working with chemicals, so why should they have to get licensed to braid something, do something they've been doing since they've been kids? But that's a very powerful thing. Shoot, you go to some of these places because you got a lot of Africans who come over to this country, and African women, they'll get a place just to braid hair. Shoot. I had to say something on behalf of a friend of mine's one time with this woman who was trying to cheat him after she done braided his hair. I had to get on the phone. I was like, God damn. But, dude, all of that is going to make some money. That's not going to go anywhere. In fact, one number I saw is that the beauty industry, everything that includes like all the professions I named and also just making products for it, is a $500 billion industry. And that's one thing people going to get doing. They need that attention or need to project that attention as much as eating in some cases. And that's not just women, though, because the male grooming industry, and I've talked about this in different places before, the male grooming industry is coming up quick. You know, barbers still making money, and in fact, they franchising barbershops. You know, that's deep. I mean, you go into a barbershop now, shoot, if you can cut hair good, please. And I've known plenty of dudes. That's why barbers, I've known plenty of barbers. That's why barbers can get into a lot, because they know they got customers, they got the economic thing is done. But you know, some guys got to get a fresh cut. You know? My favorite story with regard to a cut was this kid I saw at this, I was behind him and his mother in line at the DMV, right? And I remember this dude, he was like, "Mom, I need money for a haircut." And she was looked at me, said, "You just got a haircut 3 days ago." Right? Oh no, she said, "You just got a haircut." And dude was like, "Ma, that was 3 days ago." 3 days. I mean, it is one of those pretty boy types. You know, he had the women going crazy over him. But you know, that is lucrative. People are always going to have that stuff. That's like one of those businesses. Like if you good at making a person look good, you will always have clients. If you're a barber or something, or increasingly, like I did a video on beard, the growing beard industry. You know, if you got some products for that or something, you know, or even some products that tap into it, because I talked about that when I was talking about the black hair care industry. Like if you got locks, I mean, you got people selling jewelry for locks. And if you got products to clean that and all of that, man, shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like looking at that, I'm like thinking, damn, you know what? I mean, I cut hair now, but not on a professional basis. I can cut my son's hair, and when they stay still long enough, I can fade them up and everything. Fade myself up too. It's just easier just to shave it all off though. But you know, I'm thinking to myself, shoot, I don't need to own shit. I just get some commercial property and say, hey, I look for people. I say, hey, you want to put a salon in here, or you want to put a barbershop? Just make sure I get my money every month. In fact, that's the only thing. If I ever bought property, I wouldn't even buy residential property. I would buy commercial property and specifically advertise for barbers or something, or maybe even start the business. I don't have to cut. I just get some people, tell them, hey, you know what, we're gonna do it like this, make it all fancy and stuff. I might do that. I'm just telling you, I know I like giving away ideas. I might keep that one though and do it. And the beauty of it is I can give it away, but other people have thought about it, and there's always room. Shoot, make that the joint. And I got one idea with regard to like the whole beauty industry, which y'all ain't gonna hear. Y'all find out when y'all see me on the cover of like one of these business magazines. Then y'all find out. But yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's something. That is something too, because it's gonna stay there, and it really, to be honest, even though I joked about they haven't figured out how to automate it yet, I don't think they ever will, because it's more than, you know, you got somebody intimately going through your hair and, you know, scraping dead skin off of you and massaging you. I don't think it'll ever be automated. I really don't, because one of the things people need, and it's deeper than just a beauty thing, but people need physical contact. You know, people need that. You know, people need somebody just to touch them. I've talked to male massage therapists, and they say, shoot, after they gave a woman a massage or something, a woman she turned over, spreading her legs and stuff, ready for them to take her. It's that deep. And I've talked to some women massage therapists. You know, they give some dude just a regular therapeutic massage, and you know, they gotta learn how to duck them. They gotta learn how to duck the men. The men reaching out trying to grab them and whatnot. You know. And in fact, I actually knew a male massage therapist. He didn't want to give a massage to a particular dude because he said, you know, that dude looked like he the type be trying to grab me or something. So a lot of times people, you know, it's something, it's going to stay there. It's going to grow because people still need that touch. They still need to look good, and they still need that personal contact. So I'm just throwing it out there for y'all, all right? Anyway, that's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.